So, oh, by the way, hi. Years ago, I made a video talking about my thoughts on Ben Affleck being cast as Batman, and as Batman v Superman, Justice League, and I guess you could even include Suicide Squad came out, people have both praised and have had problems with Ben Affleck's Batman, and a whole bunch of figures just fell over. So I'm keeping that in the video. I think that's kind of funny and sad. Oh gosh, they all fell. Anyway, I never really talked about Robert Pattinson's cast as Batman, and when he was cast, I had no problem with it because Robert Pattinson, people associate him with Edward, which people need to keep in mind. One, if you were offered that much money to be in Twilight, I think you would have done so too. And two, he's openly admitted he does not like Twilight, and he's proven throughout the years to be a really good and versatile actor. My favorite so far performance, some may say it's a little corny, over the top, but I really like The Lighthouse with Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe. It's a great, I don't know if you would want to call it a psychological thriller, a suspense, a horror film. I classify it as a horror film. But he was really good in it, and when I heard that he was going to be playing Batman, I was excited. And so the trailer came out for The Batman, which you're copying from that show, The Batman. I see what you're doing, Warner Bros. No. And Andy Serkis is going to be playing Alfred, which I'm like, I don't trust. If Andy Serkis is not in a motion capture suit, I'm going to be very disappointed. Like, Alfred, why are you an ape, or why are you a hobbit? I was trying to make a Gollum joke. But I really like the trailer, I like the music, I like that Riddler is the main villain. I'm going to get into the villain stuff right away. Like, the idea that Riddler is kind of, the best way I could compare it is like kind of a Zodiac style Riddler, because he even has on the clues there's like little codes, and it reminds me of like the letters that the actual Zodiac left behind in a crime scene. So this is cool. I like the idea that he's going to be named Edward Nashton, because people don't really know this. People assume he's Edward Nygma. A few times he has been referred to as Edward Nashton, but mostly it's Nygma. But I think going with Edward Nashton is a better choice, because Edward Nygma is a little too on the nose for this character. I know some purists may not like that, but I don't know. Colin Farrell is unrecognizable as Oswald Cobblepot the Penguin for what we've seen of him. I'm really excited what they're going to do. I don't know if he's going to be a gangster, or he's going to be the nightclub owner of the Iceberg Lounge. Probably best to keep the Iceberg Lounge out of it, but it'd be cool to have it. I mean, I won't lie, it would be cool to see that. I love, is it Zoe Kravitz, that's her name? I know she's actually I found out she voiced Catwoman in the Lego Batman film, so that's kind of cool. And I like the design. I like that it has little cat ears. Over the years there's been different interpretations of how Catwoman should be portrayed, but each time the ears, there's always something unique about it. Like the 60s, they had it was kind of like a band that had the cat ears, and the Batman Returns, the Catwoman, that was just her motif, a cat. And in The Dark Knight Rises, they were goggles that if they flipped, they turned into cat ears. So this one is kind of like I'm not sure if they're intentionally cat ears, or like that's how her mask came out, but it's kind of like year one Batman, although I think they said this Batman has been around for a year or two. I like the actor who's playing Jim Gordon. I forgot the actor's name, but I totally believe him. As long as he has the mustache and the glasses, I'm A-okay. I don't give a crap about his race. And again, I do like the bat suit. The only thing I have a little issue with, I think the mask or the cowl looks a little weird. Maybe it's because the ears are really long, but what sold this trailer for me, or Robert Pattinson's Batman, I think it sold a lot of people on it, was when he's beating up the thugs. And I do have my concern about the thugs, and I'll get into it in a moment, but when he just wallops on them, and this kind of reminds me of Dark Knight Returns and the Arkham games, where he goes to town on them, even when they're on the ground. Like, 1, 2. And I was so afraid, please don't say I'm Batman, because I know that's the cliche that Batman has endured ever since, I think, the Michael Keaton film, where the line, I'm Batman. But when he said, I'm Vengeance, I bought it. And also another thing that I like, someone pointed this out, that when he takes off the cowl, you can see the black makeup around the eyes, which is something that has always fascinated me with the Batman films, or even in the cartoons, where you know that he's wearing black eye paint, but when he takes off the mask in like a next cut, it's gone. The most notable example, at least to me, is in Batman Returns, when he's taking it off the cowl to show Selina, and then magically it's gone. I think the Christian Bale ones had that problem too, but I like that that's correctly here. Now my concern with the gangsters is they kind of look clownish. In fact, one of them has a smile, and I'm thinking, oh god, it reminds me of the Joker, the Joker gang from Batman Beyond. I think they were literally just called the Jokers. I'm very nervous. Joker will. I have a rule for this that I really hope is followed. Not only do I not want Joker seen in this film, I don't want him even mentioned, because this is a great opportunity. Normally the four classic villains are Catwoman, Joker, Riddler, and Penguin, and we have three. And I'm hoping to God, because especially after Joaquin Phoenix's fantastic performance as Joker, I think it's time to give that character a rest. This might lead into a trilogy, and someone said they could reference Joker, like lead up to him, but I really hope to God Joker is no way referenced in this. The Fugs thing has me worried that he will be, though, because they look like they're wearing white makeup, and the one who says "Who the hell are you supposed to be?" has a smile. I don't know. I just hope he's not there. But there's one more thing I want to mention, and because the rest of the trailer I love. I even love the look of the Batmobile, because the Batmobile, since the Burton films, has kind of turned into this tank monstrosity, and I've always loved the simplicity of like the animated series, the Byrne films, even the 60s Batmobile I loved. I like this, just like it's a high-tech car, but this Batmobile look is back to basics for me, and I do love the look. I know some people are torn, but here's something I want to mention, is that Falcone, the crime lord, is supposed to be in this film. I think he's in the trailer. I don't know. I think that they reference him in one of the newspapers, and I think Riddler is like my mind's all over the place, but it's Batman. I think Riddler is supposed to be kind of like anti-corruption. At least that's what I'm thinking, because he's saying things like on the newspaper that says lies, or he has someone duct taped that says no more lies. I'm wondering if that's the case. But Falcone is in this movie, and Catwoman is. And I wonder if they're going to do something year one / Long Halloween related, because I don't know if it's ever been confirmed in the comics, but it's been strongly hinted over the years that Catwoman is the daughter of Falcone. And I think that would be cool if they played with that. That was one of my things after looking at the Dark Knight trilogy, and how Carmine Falcone's kind of just a thug, when he's actually he's basically based off The Godfather. And I like the idea that he has an illegitimate daughter that is Catwoman, and Selina Kyle's they have always danced around this subject, if it's true or not, and that would be interesting if they explored that in this movie. The director, Matt Reeves, said this is going to be more focusing on Batman being the world's greatest detective, which has not really been explored that much in the films. I think the closest has been the Dark Knight films, or at least the Dark Knight itself, where I remember them, they were testing the fingerprint on the bullet. But I'm really excited for this movie. I am so glad we're doing a different villain than Joker. I love that we're getting a new Riddler. If that's the Riddler design, I'm okay with it. I would prefer, for this type of film, if there's at least one question mark somewhere, that'd be cool, but they probably won't buy it, or at least something green. I can't really get a good look at his outfit. I know he's covered in bandages and goggles, which at first made me think Hush. I know they're not going to do Hush as a film villain, because Hush is not, even now Hush is still not well known. But I think that the Riddler's design will be interesting. I like that they're doing the Zodiac it's kind of a Zodiac-esque version of the Riddler. Maybe he gets shot in the leg and that's the explanation for the cane. That would be kind of cool. But those are my thoughts on the Batman trailer. I'm very excited. I'm excited by a lot of what DC had released recently. Like the Wonder Woman 1984 trailer looked pretty good. Cheetah is a little iffy, but I think it's good that they're keeping her literally in the dark, the character, because that kind of hides the CGI-ness of that. I'm excited that Michael Keaton's coming back to play Batman. They're doing I think they're doing Flashpoint, I don't know. And Ben Affleck is even coming back. And I will say, despite me not liking the fact that he kills people, I think Ben Affleck is a good Batman. Because I can't, I have to be on. Last thing I'll say, I'm just really excited because I know I'm the obsessed movie man, but I'm also the obsessed Batman nerd. I can't get mad at Batman. I do get mad at Batman killing people, but I will admit it did bother me in the '89 and Batman Returns film. So I can't say that I dislike Batman killing in those movies, but am okay with it in the Keaton films, because I'm not okay with it in the Keaton films. But anyway, those are my thoughts on the Batman. I would love to hear yours. There is content coming on the way. Hopefully we're going to do a critical and cynical on the next episode of Star Trek. The figure for the Kong review should hopefully start soon, because I did pre-order a new Kong, I don't remember if I said this or not, a new Kong figure that's more posable and more best for stop motion than the other Kong that I have. So hopefully we'll get to working on that soon, depending on how people want to do this because of COVID still. So watch the Batman trailer. I'm going to leave a link for the Batman trailer for you guys to watch. Comment if you want. I would love to talk to you in the comments about this movie because I am excited for it. I hope to God this is good. I'm really... I'm hoping this is really good. Okay, I'm done. Alright. I need to clean up those figures that just fell. Take care.